Central High School graduating class of 2022. It goes without saying that this graduating class has had a unique high school experience. Missing out on many opportunities they previously took for granted, these graduates have endured the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. They've missed many typical high school opportunities that define the high school experience, but that didn't stop them from making their own kind of fun. It has been my pleasure to watch these young men and women mature from the dramatic and ornery sixth graders that walked the middle school halls in 2015. This has been a fun group of students to have in the building, and I know their presence will be greatly missed. Thank you for joining us today in honoring the graduates for their 4 years of dedication in their pursuit to obtain their high school diploma. Today, we not only say goodbye to the class of 2022, but we also say goodbye to 2 faculty members who are retiring at the end of this school year. Mrs. Gay Maxon, would you please stand? Thank you. Has worked as a paraprofessional in the Illini Central School District for the last 16 and a half years, and I've had the pleasure of working with her in our building for the last 3. I have been inspired by the kindness and patience that Mrs. Maxon has shown to everyone she encounters, and not just the students she has assisted. Illini Central was blessed to have her on staff, and her helpfulness and graciousness will be certainly missed. Mrs. Maxon, thank you for your time here, and we wish you the best in your retirement. Please continue to congratulate her with an applause. Additionally, we are saying farewell to Mr. Jay Ginzel. Mr. Ginzel has taught PE at Illini Central for the last 31 years. He is unable to be here with us today. At this time, would anyone in the room who has ever been a student of Mr. Ginzel please stand? Thank you. As you can see, Mr. Ginzel has left quite a legacy here at Illini Central. If you were among those standing, you know that Mr. Ginzel cares deeply for his students. He has worked hard to make sure that every student at Illini Central felt welcome and accepted, and for that we are grateful. Mr. Ginzel, while we know you are not here today, we wish you the best in your retirement, and I would like to sincerely thank you for your dedication to the students and staff over the last 31 years. Please join me in another round of applause for Mr. Ginzel. Each year it is customary to recognize those students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievement. The students I am about to present rank as the top 10 scholastically in their graduating class. This honor is so designated by the gold cord worn about their collar. Will each student please come forward to be recognized as I call your name? Graduating 10th with a GPA of 3.583 is Jenna Bowman. Jenna is the daughter of Terry Bowman and Rebecca Bowman. Graduating 9th with a GPA of 3.622 is Amelia Horn. Amelia is the daughter of Tim and Claire Horn. Graduating 8th with a GPA of 3.822 is Kayla Durbin. Kayla is the daughter of Brian and Jennifer Durbin. Graduating 7th with a GPA of 3.976 is Mackenzie Lubert. Mackenzie is the daughter of Daniel and Melissa Lubert. Graduating 6th with a GPA of 4.017 is Bailey Clark. Bailey is the daughter of Tim and Dee Clark. Graduating 5th with a GPA of 4.202 is Audrey Lynn. Audrey is the daughter of Brian and Danette Lynn. Ranking 4th with a GPA of 4.273 is Colby Johnson. Colby is the daughter of Doug Johnson and Christy Bruce. Ranking 3rd with a GPA of 4.350 is Isabella McKinney. Isabella is the daughter of Michael and Michelle Kinney. The Salutatorian is selected each year based on the second highest cumulative grade point average per student. This year, Illini Central High School recognizes Cassie Boyer as our Salutatorian. Cassie graduates today with a GPA of 4.357. Cassie is the daughter of Michelle Brown and the sister of Mike and Christine Witt. This fall, Cassie plans to attend Southern Illinois University at Edwardsville to study pharmacy. At this time, I ask Cassie to come dress her classmates.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's nice to see so many people for graduation and the first time in 3 years. I want to start this off by saying how incredibly crazy it is that this class has been in high school the entire time the pandemic took over everyone's lives. We've been through many different styles in learning and still came out strong. Through the challenges of COVID, we were always wondering who is next to disappear for a week. Through all this craziness and stress, it's our teachers, administrators, and faculty that helped this school and us together. The teachers were total lifesavers and miracle workers. They put their heart and souls into trying to teach students to the best of their abilities, even with students coming in and out of quarantine. All of the teachers went above and beyond to help make sure the students got the best education they could. Many teachers spent hours of their own time making online assignments and providing support to the students in quarantine. For all their hard work and aid in achieving our dreams, I thank every teacher here. We finally made it to graduation. Our whole lives, we have waited to walk across the stage and get our diplomas, but now that we are all here together, it is kind of bittersweet. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness, said by Charles Dickens. And I think that describes high school perfectly because of the discovery of ourselves and our identities. But standing here in front of all of you, I know that wherever life takes you, you will do great things. Whether that means to college or a different direction in life, you will find your own definition of success. We never could have completed this journey alone. Everyone graduating now has at some point in their high school career helped another student. I want to thank each and every graduating student today for contributing to someone else's journey. So, we're all graduating and we are moving on to the next adventure. If you would have asked us many years ago as children what we wanted to be when we would have grown up, we would have said a pop star, a princess, or an undercover spy. As young adults, career aspirations have changed to be professions like doctors, flight attendants, or psychologists. But who knows who we want to be in the future, and that's okay to not know. It's completely understandable if we're unsure of decisions that could alter our lives forever. But regardless of where you choose to go with your life, I'm sure it will be epic. And as Dr. Seuss said, you have brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any way direction you choose. I can't wait to see where everyone life takes them. So, congratulations to us, the class of 2022, for graduating.
Thank you, Cassie. The highest honor a school can give a student is to be named valedictorian. This is a task that requires much dedication and hard work. With a GPA of 4.369 weighted and a 4.0 unweighted GPA, Abigail Stender is our 2022 valedictorian. Abby is the daughter of Eric and Christine Stender, and this fall she will be attending Evangel University in Springfield, Missouri to study Spanish education. Abby, will you please come forward to address your class?
Good afternoon. To begin my speech, I would like to thank everyone who made this day possible and supported our graduates up to this point. Thank you to all the families, teachers, administrators, and staff for investing your time and effort into this class. Most importantly, I want to congratulate the class of 2022. We are here today to celebrate all of our hard work over the past 13 years and reflect on our experience at Illini Central. Over the past 4 years, in particular, we have overcome many unique and unprecedented experiences, including the COVID-19 pandemic. This class has overcome nationwide lockdowns, quarantines, and state-mandated masking. Our high school experience at ICHS was unique, and while we all shared some of the big moments together, it was the small moments and individual opportunities that gave us the chance to create our own paths. These paths are a part of our lifelong journey, and together we have now reached the accomplishment of graduating high school. Throughout our years at Illini Central, we have grown and changed into the people we are today. When I think about Illini Central, and the most significant moments were the ones that I shared with my classmates and teachers. I think of homecoming week, sporting events, and the everyday life that was always filled with laughter. Most of all, I think about the incredible people I got the chance to meet and grow with. This causes me to look back with a new perspective. Something that was really great and has greatly impacted our lives would be the answer to the question we were all asked from a very young age. What do you want to be when you grow up? In grade school, this question was one of my personal favorites. I knew kids that wanted to be a Disney princess, an artist, or the President of the United States. We all had big dreams, but as we grew up, this question became stressful and came with the pressure of having to know your own interests and life plan as a student while you're just trying to make it through high school. This question ingrains in us the idea that what we do and what we accomplish defines who we are. Instead of using the question, what do you want to be when you grow up, let's change the question to be, who do you want to be when you grow up? This small change in the question changes the meaning entirely. It doesn't ask about what achievements or career plan you plan to have. This new question asks about your identity and who you want to be. This question asks about your future plans, which doesn't necessarily include college, and your self-worth. This question reminds us that who we are is not set in stone, and that we all have the opportunity to change. Who we are isn't determined by the amount of money we have, our family background, or our past decisions. Who we are and what we value are decisions that we get to make. So I challenge you to consider what qualities are necessary for you to be happy with your identity. Ask yourself if your actions reflect your personal values. Do you want to be reliable? Are you showing up for your friends when they need you most? Do you want to be generous? Are you kind? Are you willing to volunteer when no one else will? Are you willing to help people? The answers to these questions can only be answered by yourself, and the actions to these questions are what really show who you are and how you will be remembered. Personally, at our future class reunions, I do not want to be remembered as the class valedictorian. What is more valuable than this honor and achievement is the hard work and the character that I have developed along the way. These qualities are a part of who I am and who I want to be, which gives me more joy, purpose, and success than any additional title I could ever receive. A person isn't successful because of their achievements, their grades, class rank, GPA, or any title. A person is successful when they make a difference in the lives of those around them, and when they have become the person they always dreamed of becoming. And those decisions start today. These decisions have the opportunity to prepare us to take on any challenge that life may throw at us. Right now, we are beginning a new chapter of our lives where we will have to start making decisions for ourselves regarding our future. All of us have different paths that we are going to take. Through these paths, it can be easy to get lost in what we do, how much money we make, or what we accomplish. But if we focus on these material things, we lose our identity in who we are. We may become defined by statistics, careers, positions, and other labels instead of who we already are. We need to remember that what we are shaped and guided by our own decisions and beliefs. So I would like to ask all of you today, who do you want to be when you grow up? Because now is the time for us to decide and take action upon those decisions. Congratulations to the class of 2022. Good luck, and I can't wait to see who you will all become.
Thank you, Abby. Each graduation, it is customary for the senior class to select someone to address the graduating class. And this year, the senior class has selected a teacher who is knowledgeable and passionate about her content. She cares deeply about her students and pushes them to be their best. This year, the senior class has selected English teacher Heather Davis to address the class for one last lesson. Unfortunately, Mrs. Davis is unable to attend today's ceremony, but she's asked me that I let the graduates know that she is watching you all graduate online. In her absence, Mrs. Davis asked me to read her remarks on her behalf. Parents and guardians, family and friends, Illini Central community and staff, I am so happy that you are here to celebrate the accomplishments of these young people on the stage. It takes the effort, love, and patience of many people to help the children grow into adults, and it's fitting for you to witness this culmination of that hard work. Class of 22, you had a unique and challenging high school experience. When you entered my class as juniors, our faces were mostly covered by cloths, or our faces were floating boxes on Google Meets. Your sophomore year had been cut short and school looked different with new policies and schedules when you returned. But these changes also opened up interesting opportunities. With the shortened school days and limited sports, most of you picked up jobs in which you earned your own money, took on large responsibilities, and learned invaluable skills. Others spent more time on hobbies, working on vehicles, making caps for babies in the hospital, playing musical instruments, crafting, drawing, reading, writing, baking, and more. Many of you spent more time with family and friends. Even at the beginning of this year, I saw a maturity in most of you that I typically don't see in the early junior year. And now, here you are, ready to launch into the world. It's important to remember that while graduation marks the end of your high school career, a commencement ceremony represents the beginning of your next stage of a life, adulthood. When I agreed to give the commencement speech, I was nervous, but I also felt honored and humbled. What can I offer you as you exit these halls and move on with your lives? And how do I narrow down all that I'd like to say to you? I finally decided to use the classic speech idea of using words that start with the same letter. In this case, the letter R. As you move into adulthood, I hope you consider these 4 R suggestions. Honestly, they're the same ones I've been preaching to you for the last 2 years. The first word is risk. Now, I'm not talking about physical danger here. Instead, I'm hoping you will force yourself to do the things that scare you. As I've said many times, being nervous just means that you care. Don't let your fear of the unknown, or the fear of rejection, or the fear of new people experiences stop you from seeing all there is in life. Apply for an interesting job. Move to a new area. Find new friends to add to your circle. Travel. Develop a new skill. Say you're sorry. We can't learn and grow unless we continue to challenge ourselves to do things that at first feel uncomfortable. My next word is read. I know, I'm your English teacher. Of course I'm going to tell you to read. But really, please read. If you don't enjoy sitting down and starting a book, and I am well aware that some of you don't, use audiobooks. Listen while you drive, while you exercise, while you do chores around the house or farm. Perhaps you could even take a break from TikTok or video games to get some more reading into your lives. And it's at most practical level, reading can help you be a better friend, a better spouse, a better parent, a better employee or employer. But reading is even more important than that. The only way civilization works is if people treat each other with civility and at least basic kindness. Reading allows us into other people's experiences. It pushes us towards empathy. It reminds us that no matter how different we might seem from each other, we are all part of the human family. This dovetails nicely with my third word, relate. Instead of focusing so much on the differences, look instead at what people have in common. Like you, other people, even those with different lifestyles or beliefs, want love and acceptance. We all want a chance to build a life for ourselves and to share it with those we care about. If you go into the world choosing to remember this, you will be better able to relate to those who at first might seem worlds apart. At the very least, by recognizing the things you hold in common, you will be able to live and work peacefully alongside others. Even better, you might build new friendships and expand your world. And despite the problems we see around us, this world is an amazing place. And so my last word for you is revel. Revel is a lot of meanings, but in general it means to enjoy lavishly or to celebrate. I deeply hope that you will first revel in the accomplishments of your high school years. Despite the usual challenges and the added pandemic stress, you have achieved an important milestone, and I am so delighted that I got to be part of this chapter of your life. But after you celebrate this, I hope you will continue to find aspects in your life that you deeply enjoy. Find meaning and enjoyment will allow you to push through the coming challenges, because I'm sorry to inform you, there will be more. I know, though, that you can handle it and even thrive in such times because you have done so already. Class of 2022, when I think of you, I remember the blessings of Google Meets, which allowed me to have a little peek into your lives. I saw you interact with your sweet and sometimes wild pets and with your families. I saw some of you in your stylish bedrooms, your cozy living rooms, your kitchens when you needed a snack, or your cars. All of these glimpses enhance our in-person interactions. And though I've always called my students my kids, I feel even closer with the truth of your class. Despite my constant calls for many of you to use quieter voices, something I do not quite succeed in teaching some of you, I will deeply miss all of the energy, whether loud or quiet, that each of you have brought into my room, into the halls of Illini Central. Before you leave this school as graduates, I would like to share 2 lines from a poem by Mary Oliver. Tell me, what is it that you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Class of 2022, I can't wait to find out. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Mike Ward, Superintendent of Illini Central Schools.
Good afternoon. We are extremely proud of the class of 2022. This is a fine group of young people who will no doubt make our school proud of their accomplishments in the future. I want to thank the teachers and staff at Illini Central for their role in developing these graduates. You have worked side by side to ensure that each of these students had the opportunity to learn and grow. You may never know the impact that you've had on your students, but I assure you that you've played a significant role in their development. I also want to thank the parents and family members of our graduates. Thank you for the love and support that you have shown. It's never easy raising children and seeing them through their school years. The past few years have certainly added to that challenge, yet you've been successful in helping them to guide them to this day when they receive their diploma. And finally, to the class of 2022, I want to thank you for your spirit, your energy, and your efforts. Regardless of the career path you take, the choices that you make, the dreams that you dream, and the destiny you follow, I believe you will leave here prepared and ready for your next steps. I wish you the best of luck in the future. As superintendent of schools, I attest that these students have demonstrated their competency in the completion of both local and state academic guidelines. I proudly present to you this graduating class for your confirmation and recommend them to receive their diploma. Will the first row of graduates please rise and come forward? Giovanni Luciano Antonez. Christian Elijah Baker. Brooke Elise Bale. Leah Ann Bohm. Jenna Nicole Bowman. Cassie Rose Boyer. Matthew David Brown. Rory Ann Bunn. Bailey Elise Clark. Hayden Joseph Clough. Emmett Stone Craig Miles. Athena Lynn Cummings. Paul Joseph Kumo. Joseph Anthony Davis. Kayla Marie Durbin. Caitlin Nicole Gordon. Riley Joe Hamill. Amelia Ray Horn. Nicholas Alexander Huckabee. Colby Faith Johnson. Ryan Michael James Kelsey. Carter Joseph Logan. Mackenzie Joelle Lubert. Audrey Jean Lynn. Harley Ann McGinnis. Ian Jacob McKean. Isabella Jane McKinney. Aaliyah Rose Nystrom. Philip Abraham Osborne. Charles Garrett Parr. Elijah Joel Ripper. Bryce Allen Rose. Kyler Gregory Shishley. Cadence Elizabeth Sebastian. Quincy James Severns. Abigail Marie Stender. Alyssa Mae Stewart. Destiny Nicole Thomas. Sidley K. Vaughn. Ella Charmaine Wallace. Heaven Alexis Williams. Josie Lorraine Ziglowski.
Will all graduates please rise and face the audience? Graduates, you may now move your tassel from the right to the left. We ask that the audience remain in the gym. Please remain in the gym until the completion of the recessional. The graduates will meet their guests outside in front of the school. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Illini Central High School class of 2022.